Hi everyone, this is Henry back for this time for a reading for Cancerians and their Horoscope for the month of October. So, I've already shuffled and dealt the cards, so I'm going to go straight in. And what is very disconcerting about this reading so far is it seems that Cancerians really have their attention focused on their own happiness. Here we have the Nine of Cups. Now, I personally feel this is an erroneous idea, simply because I firmly believe that happiness is a thing that comes to us when we do other things. We concentrate on other things in life, like the things we want to do and all that stuff. Happiness doesn't come when we chase after happiness itself. It comes when we pursue our goals and we achieve our goals and that sort of thing. So the very fact that you're concentrating on that is problematic, I feel, and this causes a lot of stress for Cancerians. We have the Three of Swords here, alongside the Five of Cups. So it's just again the very endeavor of chasing after this elusive thing called happiness is a mistake, I feel. And maybe Cancerians have this a tendency to do this. Because they are quite. They're watery people, and they require a lot of nourishment and emotional security. I sometimes feel that Cancerians, they themselves are very nourishing. Maybe it's also I know a very good quote by Reginald D. Hunter, although he's a stand-up comedian, but I feel it's a very true quote, is that in order to get the thing you want, you first have to give it. So in his example, it's like if you want love, then you have to first give love. I think that may be why Cancerians are so nourishing, is because they themselves need love and affection. And they probably intuitively kind of understand this principle of life, essentially. So again, problematic that you're focused on love. Not focused on love. Sorry, focused on happiness. Again, it's much more about doing things that nourishes you rather than trying to get that effect. Kind of thing. One way to overcome this, is to find your own inner stability. Here we have the Prince of Discs. I was almost tempted to say that one should find this type of guy. I actually recently did quite a few love readings for people, and this guy sort of came up as their sort of most compatible type of person. But I would also suggest that Cancerians maybe should emulate the earth signs, and integrate some of that earthiness in themselves, just so that they have their own stability, and they don't necessarily require it from other people. Okay, well, some good news is that by the end of this month, they should be able to, with a lot of effort, overcome this kind of weakness. It will be a struggle, just because this is something very, very deep and inherent in Cancerians. This need for affection and happiness and nourishment, trying to then overcome this in themselves is quite, this deeply ingrained need is quite difficult, but it's possible. It is possible. But if it doesn't happen this month, don't worry. At least you're aware of what's happening, and so that you can deal with this over time. So the main focus is, yes, action. You just focus on the things that you're meant to do, the things that gives you that fulfillment, whether it be like socializing with your friends or doing the particular hobbies that you like, or even the career if you're one of the lucky few people who love their jobs, and you will be able to find that balance once you get to your sort of inner authority, in order to be your true self. This is one of the challenges that Cancerians come across, is because Cancerians can be, because they're emotional, they're also quite guarded. I think that same is kind of true of Scorpios. Scorpios are just more intense about it. Yeah, so because you're quite guarded, you might, it's very easy to lose your lose any sort of strong sense of self. So again, come into your own authority. And what says to me is, here you have the Emperor card. It's quite very powerful. So if I'm speaking really quietly, it's because my voice is getting strained. Tea. Yeah, I mean, here we have justice or adjustment in the Thoth deck. I mean, here it's stressing that you need a balance between action and enjoyment. Again, work-life balance. Well, not just work-life balance, but just knowing how much to. I think rather than time management, I feel here is more energy management. I guess for Cancerians this month, it would be tempting for them to try and spend a lot of their energy thinking or trying to find the fulfillment that they want, rather than just relaxing and enjoying stuff. I think that's the trouble. There's this sort of paradox that they're going through. Pleasure and happiness comes when you just relax. It doesn't come when you're trying to seek, because when you're trying to seek it, the act of seeking is a stressful act in itself. Pleasure comes when you're relaxed and just having fun. So again, do take the action to do the things, but again, that balance between relaxing and pursuing your dreams and goals is required at the moment. And here we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, once you can achieve your sort of mental peace, you'll be less emotionally volatile, and you'll be more free to be spontaneous and to be who you are, you know. Or you can look at it the other way around. If you just relax and you know, let yourself be who you are, then you can have that mental peace. That's the thing with tarot cards; they're quite double-sided in a way. It's hard to tell which end is the beginning and which end is the end. Which end is which? Yeah, I mean, here we have the lust card. The lust. Yeah, find what makes you passionate. It's probably the things that helps you explore the sides of yourself that you feel are external to you in a way, and so you have to seek it, you know, elsewhere. But when you do those things, yeah, that would be a big part of how to find your nourishment, what fulfills you in a way. You know, like the things where if we can't find fulfillment in ourselves, then we will have to find the closest equivalent externally, the thing that fills our gap, kind of thing. You know, it's like how when artists can't, I think a lot of art is trying to express the feelings or the thoughts that we can't express normally. You know, and that's what gives artists their creativity, you know, where yet you don't have an outlet for it in normal society. You create a medium which gives you that outlet, kind of thing, you know. So, Okay. It seems, I mean, here we have the Ten of Cups. To show you here, the Ten of Cups. It seems that once you've achieved that, once you've found your passion and what fulfills you, you can then sort of move on and do other things. Like once you've satisfied your needs, obviously you'll no longer be craving it. You know, and so that will give you that sort of clear head as to how to then proceed, you know. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I think that's the end of that reading. That was a shorter one compared to Gemini one. I hope that really helped and shared some of my beliefs and thoughts on the matter too, and I hope that helped too. So, like I said in the last video on Gemini, if you like the type of readings I give, you know, I do feel that although these horoscopes can be useful, I do feel that the more personalized readings are better and more applicable generally. So, you know, if you want to order a reading from me, don't hesitate to email me at henryhosphinx@gmail.com. I'll write it down in the description below. But yeah, if you also like what I do, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel. I also have my own channel called Prince of Discs 534. I'll also link that in the comments down below. In that channel, I generally don't do this sort of thing. The stuff that I post in the Sphinx Tarot, I'll also post in that one. But I also do lectures on cards and group discussions and that sort of stuff. So if that floats your boat, check out my website. No, my website, my YouTube channel. So, Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.